Hello, good afternoon to everyone. My name is Aishwarya AS. Today I am going to give presentation on deep learning in ultrasound imaging under the guidance of Professor Santoshi. I welcome our co-evaluator Prasanna Patil sir and Onraju sir. Here are the contents which we are covering today. Introduction, literature survey, methodology, result analysis, advantages, drawbacks, future work, and conclusion. Finally, reference. Introduction. Deep learning. What is deep learning? So we all know that deep learning is a subset of machine learning, and machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Deep learning programs will be able to imitate the functionality or workings of the human brain for processing data and identify pattern for decision making. Here, there are two words comprises to make deep learning. The word deep. So, what does it mean deep? So, deep means there are numerous layers through which the data is transformed. It is a field that is based on learning and improving on its own by examining computer algorithms. Ultrasound imaging. So, what is ultrasound imaging? Ultrasound imaging, it is also known as sonography. It is a diagnostic medical test that uses high frequency sound waves to view inside the body parts. Diagnostic imaging plays a critical role in healthcare. Literature survey. Paper 1, Ultrasound Beamforming using MobileNet V2, which was published on 2020 from the paper called IEEE. The observation is deep learning has disrupted several low-level medical imaging. They propose a novel deep learning based approach for the low-level task of ultrasound image reconstruction from the pre-beamformed channel data. Paper 2, Image Quality Based Regularization for Deep Network Ultrasound Beamforming, which was published on 2020 from the paper called IEEE. The observation is, in this paper, there have been used deep neural networks to perform beamforming. Here, the low training validation loss is often not correlated to improved image quality, making model selection difficult. This difference is due to the DNSs. To address this problem, they propose a beamforming relevant. Paper 3, Deep Learning for Fast Adaptive Beamforming, which was published on 2019 from the paper called IEEE. Observation is, here they demonstrated how deep learning can be used to improve over convolutional beamforming methods. Specifically, they show that compact model-based DNA is able to enable the reconstruct high-quality ultrasound images comparable to those obtained using a state-of-the-art adaptive beamformer. Paper 4, Beamforming and Speckle Reduction Using Neural Network, which was published on 2019 from the paper called IEEE. The observation is they have presented a framework for speckle reduction in ultrasound beam mode imaging using artificial neural networks. Neural networks were trained to accept channel signals and to output speckle reduction estimates of echogenicity. The speckle reduction can be accomplished using beamforming. Next, methodology. The method is ultrasound imaging chain. In this, we will see transmit schemes, sampling and beamforming, modes, and Doppler. Ultrasound imaging chain. Here, imaging starts with the design of appropriate transmit scheme. So what is transmit scheme here? So transmit scheme is to divide the image into blocks and then send a representative pixel for the block. Then framework and imaging depth and lateral resolution are weighted carefully. Then improved resolution can be achieved through the use of higher pulse modulation frequencies. This beamforming is a signal processing techniques used to create selectivity of signals sent to or received from an array of sensor. So basically it says that the process of sending the electromagnetic signals in a particular direction rather than sending in all the direction. Beam mode. Beam mode is a brightness mode ultrasound imaging that provides the anatomical information and also creates two-dimensional image. F mode. F mode is a color overlay on the B mode display that shows blood flow. D mode is a spectral Doppler that provides graphical representation. Figure shows a simplified diagram of how deep learning has been used in ultrasound imaging. In this system, there is a multi-element transducers at the end. In this system, there is a multi-element transducer at the end which connected to a HV multiplexer or demultiplexer. On the transmit side, the TX beamformers determine the delay pattern and pulse train. The output of the beamformer are then amplified by high voltage. These amplifiers might be controlled by digital to analog converters, then elements delivered to the transducer's elements. On the receiver side, there is a transmit or receive switch. It is followed by a LNA, low noise amplifier, and one or more VGAs, that is variable gain amplifier, which implement TGC, that is time gain compensation. After amplification, beamforming is performed, implemented in either analog or digital form. Continuous wave Doppler processing whose dynamic range is still too large to be processed. Finally, the RX beams are processed to show either a grayscale image color flow overlay on the two-dimensional image or a Doppler output. Result analysis, which is shown evidently that deep learning has developed a lot and entered various application areas of medical ultrasound analysis. Deep learning methods have constantly updated performance results across different application aspects in medical ultrasound analysis, and there is a still room for improvement. The major performance improvement that can be achieved with deep learning greatly depends on large training sample data sets. Although several approaches to make learning more data efficient and robust have been discussed throughout, and a significant amount of data is still required. Moving on to the advantages and disadvantages. Disadvantages of using learning in ultrasound imaging, especially in engineering, that offers higher flexibility in development. A deep learning model can be used to develop one component of imaging chain, and it is more efficient and robust. In clinically, which is faster and easier image acquisition without sacrificing image quality. A better user experiences for clinicians and quality for patients. quality for patients. Disadvantages. Following are the disadvantages here. It requires very large amount of data in order to perform better than other techniques. It is extremely expensive to train due to complex data models, and moreover, deep learning requires hundreds of machines. This increases costs to the users. There is no standard theory to guide you in selecting right deep learning tools, as it requires knowledge of topology, training method. As a result, it is difficult to be adopted by less skilled people. And next, applications. Ultrasound is non-invasive and also radiation free, which has real evolution features. A classic application of ultrasonographies lies in prenatal screening, where fetal growth and development are monitored to identify diagnostic problem. Provides three-dimensional and high-quality image which helps in detection of medical problems. Finally, conclusion. In this work, we demonstrated how deep learning can be used to improve upon ultrasound imaging. Deep learning, which relies on vast amounts of training data and several approaches to make learning more data efficient and robust, have been discussed throughout this paper. Ultrasound has become one of the most commonly performed in clinical practice. Deep learning has recently emerged as the leading machine tool in various research fields. And these are the references. Thank you.
Yeah, it's open for questions, I think now. No, sir.
Okay. Can you highlight what is image depth, image rate, and how ultrasonic image forms from ultrasonic sound?
So image depth is it's a technique which is seek to like maximize the signal, which and decreases the noise. And image depth should be less than 100 microns.
Wrong.
Frame rate, it's a frequency in which the frames should be displayed in like it should be displayed in televisions, or like the video should be displayed in television, like at what frame rate. Frame rate should be 10,000 per second.
What is the basis for selecting the height and width of the ultrasonic sound image?
Which so like beam width determined, like we determine by the beam width of the ultrasound beam.
Can you go to slide number 8? Next slide. Next. Slide number 10. Okay. Second point. You have mentioned frame rate, image depth. Then the last one, lateral resolution and weighted. What is weighted? Lateral resolution or weighted?
So lateral resolution, which is It's a quality of being determined, like we determined by.
Aishwarya, it's okay if you don't know the answer. You can say that you are unaware of it. Instead of saying something and wrong answers, you can say you're unaware of all those things, right?
Okay, I can
If you
say
know,
it.
if you know, you can answer. If you don't know, you can say. Unaware.
Okay, sir.
ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯ ನಿಮ್ದು
Yes, sir.
ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಈಗ ನೀವೇನು ಡೀಪ್ ಅನಲೈಸಿಸ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ
Yes,
ಸೊ
sir.
ಆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಕ್ವಿಷನ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಅಲ್ಗರಿದಮ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು there is no use. So first you need to understand this image formation, resolution, depth, and frame rate. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Understood, right? Huh?
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ
Okay. Thank you, sir. Prasanna, sir, any questions from your side? Prasanna, sir. Okay, any students? If you want any clarification? Okay. Anyway, Aishwarya, I think you require some more preparation because as I just went to your presentation, technically you didn't go depth enough to tag this as technical presentation first of all, and the next thing was you should have prepared some more points. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, fine. It was good presentation at the end, but a few technical aspects was missing. That's all.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, just hold on. Prasanna sir, are you here? I think he left the meeting. Wait, I'll just check it out. Yeah, okay. I think he left the meeting, Prasanna sir. I think you can you can end your presentation.
Okay, sir.
Actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for presentation.
Thank you, sir.